Hey fellow gamers, what's happening? It's B Chambers from Alloy 7 Video with another one of our patented quick reviews where we attempt to tell you everything you need to know about a game in 3 minutes or less. This time around we are doing Magicians and Looters from Morgopolis Studios. Now, Magicians and Looters is a platforming adventure game much like the old Metroidvania games of old. Now let me preface the details I'm going to give you by saying that Metroid is my favorite game of all time, so it should go without saying that I was elated to jump into this full game after having played its demo. Now, as with most Metroidvania derivatives, you've got platforming, exploration, a form of leveling, and the incentive to search out the world to find the best armor, weapons, and accessories. To distinguish this game from its predecessors, Morgopolis also gives you a funny satirical story and a cast of 3 playable characters with unique abilities that you'll need to fully explore the world and to complete the game. On top of that, this game hosts what I consider to be an excellent soundtrack. So on the surface, it would seem that Magicians and Looters is an easy win and an easy choice if you're a fan of this style of game, but not so fast. Unfortunately, the controls and platforming are floaty and slightly less responsive than they need to be, and this wouldn't be too bad if the game didn't evolve into requiring expert pattern memorization and timing to overcome the increasingly cheap boss fights, and I do mean cheap, as you will see in the video footage. If you're okay with that old school throw everything and the kitchen sink at you during boss fights approach, then you shouldn't be too disappointed even with the slightly not so great controls. But I have a family and a gang of other responsibilities, so I'm not really going to spend Saturday attempting to beat a boss fight by having to play it 20 times just to memorize the pattern. Now in the game's slight defense, my skills have waned as I've gotten older, and it's not as cheap as like the original Ninja Gaiden on NES, where if you get a game over on the final boss, it pushes you back 3 levels. Now, whether you should invest the buck it's going to take to get into this game really depends on how difficult you want your Metroidvanias to be. So that'll do it for another quick review, my good friends. Please remember to rate, favorite, subscribe, and most importantly, leave us good commentary. Until next time, this is B Chambers signing off. Peace, Godspeed, and we will see you on the next Alloy 7 video.
Alloy 7.